Good morning, y'all. Alrighty, so there's a change of plans in the world. That purple sheet, I went to wash it and I dried it and it felt different. And I realized that it's polyester, 100% polyester. So I am not going to be using that in the quilt. But I did cut strips of the other fabric. And I'm going to use it to separate the quilt blocks that I've already made. Now I cut these smaller at 2 inch instead of 2.5 inch, but I think it'll still work. And I'm still trying to figure out this quilt as I go. It's not quilt as you go, but I'm trying to think of the process as I continue making this quilt. I think this will work out just fine, separating the blocks. And maybe I have enough, or this actually was not a flat sheet, it was a fitted sheet. So I'm having to work around that. But I don't know, we'll see how far I can go with. I can't use this. I was thinking about using this in, hold on, let me show you the block. Okay. Now here's the block. I was thinking about using it like the white, right? Because the white is fixing to run out. There's not going to be much left. But the thing of it is I've cut these 2 inches. So then that will change the size of these blocks. So I'm probably going to end up being forced to go and get white strips, which I don't want to do, but I'm going to make this quilt work. And I should have thought of that before I started doing this. And what it may end up doing is just be having a baby quilt top. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quilt blocks. And just make a baby quilt. And that way I can call it an I Spy quilt for little ones that can lay on the floor and point to different blocks, like polka dots or paisley, or they can't say paisley probably, but pink and red and stuff like that. Like this one, you can find an owl, a little bird, a penguin, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go as far as the white will let me go. And then I'm going to sew the blocks together with this in between the blocks, if that makes sense. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So, alrighty guys, that's the plan for today. The shawl is finished. It's up on my Facebook page for sale. So, this is how much white I've got left. So I'm going to try to go as far as I can. And I may just stop at making a baby quilt because the blocks are 10 inches. I'm going to cut them down to 10 inches because they're 10.5. So I'm going to come down to 10 inches. And I got 8 blocks. That's pretty deep. 4 across, 4 down. Right? I'd have to have more blocks. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out somehow, some way. I will get it dealt with. My Sandra Stitch and Stash order has finally shipped, so I should have that Monday, and I will probably start organizing my threads and everything, getting that started. One more thing I got at the thrift store. No, this is a different thrift store. Y'all check this out. Oh. This massive piece of fabric. It's like muslin, but it's thicker than muslin. And I'm going to use it. I mean, look how much fabric is there. To continue to make my granny hexagon or flower garden hexagon paper piecing thing. Let me see if I can find that real quick. guys, I should have been more prepared, and I'm not. I'm sorry. Because here's the muslin I was using, and it's really thin, real thin muslin. But what I'm doing is putting the hexagons on it. So I don't know if I want to. I kind of had a thought of leaving that piece whole and just sew on the hexagons and make it like a whole cloth piece, if that makes sense, and not cut up it into squares. But I don't know just yet. I really need to stop and think about things before I start them. But I don't know how to do math, even though Miss Beth is always there for me. Miss Beth is always, always, always there for me for math. I need to lay out stuff before I just jump in and be like, we're going to wing it as we go, because now look at the quilt I'm working on right now. You know, I've got to learn to, you know, whatever. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you I got from that same thrift store is this wood, very heavy duty box. Y'all, look what I got. Some of you antiquers may know what this is. Some of you may not. It's a vintage sewing kit. I've seen them go as high as $35 on eBay and Etsy. I paid $2 for this. It's missing quite a bit. It's missing quite a bit. But the scissors are still there and everything like that. Isn't that cool? And it's a hard case. It's a vintage sewing kit. Yes, isn't that cool? And the last thing I got, now I know you can get them at Walmart, guys, I know, but she had it hit there, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. It's a sewing basket. And I put all my favorite stuff in there. To keep. Since the mister is really handy with wood and building things and creating things, I told him that I really, really want like an art, a thing that goes over the desk and over the machine that has cabinet that's got that are cabinets, not cabinets but shelves, you know what I'm saying, so that it goes up and across and then back down, because I need storage really bad, and so I'm gonna have him do that. So he I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's gonna build it, which is be really cool. So yeah. Alright guys, I've taken enough of your time up. I hope y'all enjoy your weekend. Have a good Saturday. Be careful and stay warm. Love you guys.